couple targets have some scrap metal from work. Some of them's different. That's pretty thick. Sick. So we'll be able to shoot those pretty close. The other one's going to have to put further away. A little growed up now, but way up there on the hill, it's going to have some targets. Some of these, like this, I got more. We're already at 200 yards away from where we'll be shooting. I don't know if you can see it there. Dead center of the screen. That's where we'll be shooting. My truck's setting at about 200. The blast wall right there is another 300, maybe 325. Go on up. I say we'll have shots close to 600 yards when I'm done. Let's see what we can do. This target here, we're right at the blast file. Like I said, the blast file is about 325, 330 away from where we'll be shooting. You really can't even see where we'll be shooting from, but it's right there, dead center of the screen. You see a little white wall behind it. That white wall is about 150 yards behind that. That little yellowish glimish there in the middle is the bench that we'll be shooting from. This is 300 yards, and the target is pretty small. There's my hand. So you can see it will be a challenge. This target here is probably going to be one of the easiest ones to hit, but still a good 240, 250 yards. You can maybe just try it at 225. Over there is my truck, and that's 200. We're at a little bit of an angle here. So it gives you an idea. We'll be shooting at the angle from the bench. That's a fairly decent sized target. Most of the shots will be with the 204 Ruger, so most of these close ones shouldn't be no problem. This one here is probably going to be the neatest target that I've got set up. It's at 200 yards. You can see it back in there. Kinda, I'm not for sure what size that is. The target is 5x7 sheet of metal. Probably got a hole about the same back there, probably about 6 by 9 inch opening. So we'll see what we do here. Should make a noise. This is what we have. Can't even see the targets from here. With this camera, well, you can barely see that one. But if I had my wrist, I would look through the scope. I might be able to set it up here in a minute and show you the targets through the scope. But I'm not using any fancy 204. This is really one of my favorite aftermarket rifle companies. It's a Howa 1500. It's in 204. I've got a 338 Winchester Magnum 25-06 in the same rifle. Very good gun. Some people say they're the Smith & Wesson 1500. They do not make that anymore. That Howa's been making triggers and stuff like that for Vanguard, I've heard. Really nice rifle. Cheap. Not the best in the world, but it does really good. Let's see if I can get this set up. I don't know what you guys can see of that. Wish I had a rest, but see the center block. My target is actually in between those top hole right there where my crosshair is. And then got another target. It's really hard to do, but it's out of rest. Right there's my other target. The crosshairs over there. Got a heck of a glare. And the other one I'm not even going to attempt to get on because it's over 300 yards. That's 200 and something, about 225, 240. I'm going to shoot and see what we got. See if we get a ping. Couldn't tell. Shooting. Definitely hit it that time. Definitely. Look at the center block. This will be a difficult shot. You really see the target? See if we get any noise. I must have hit the center block on that one. Very shaky on this. Just using a computer chair. I'm going to change positions here on this next shot. I did hit it that time. We'll shoot it a long shot now. This is over 300 yards. This will be about impossible to do. First shot. Nailed it. Go check out and see what we done here. Folks, that's my second shot. I'm really not for sure where the first shot hit, but I thought it hit the cinder block. Not for sure. But that's 200 yards plus. From it's less than an inch from the red paint. My truck's all the way up there, so that gives you a reference on how far I am. Good shot. Let's go check out these up. This is the furthest target we've got. I was shooting at the yellow spot on the right. Good 300 yards from even right here. My truck way up there at blurry spot, that white Ford Ranger. My very first shot on this one, I nailed it. And it did actually do some horrific damage at this distance. I can't believe it did that much. The 204 is a nice new cartridge. That's a pretty fun target. I did shoot at this target twice, but something I know now, do not compensate for bullet drop at 200 yards on the 204. And this is about 240 yards. And I was aiming for the yellow spot there. Pretty much free-handed. 204 Ruger, Iowa 1500. What is that, about 2 1/4 inches away from dead center? Very impressive. 40 grain Hornady. I just walked back over to the 507. And I had the center block. Well, it's actually a kill brick. Comes out of big kills. And that is right at a 20 pound, probably 22 pound block. It's behind that. It did punch a hole through that, but that's only 1/8 inch. It's a 40 grain bullet. I found this right in front of the block. I'm going to weigh that, and I'd say that's probably 12, 14 grams, maybe less. Still quite a bit of bullet left there. You can see the jacket is on the... It ripped the jacket completely off of it. Yeah, this 40 grain Hornady. I think the box said he's going like 3,900 feet per second, close to 4,000. That's with a 24 inch barrel. We're shooting a 22 inch barrel. Probably still around 38. But that's 200 yards shot to an 1/8 inch piece of steel. I'm gonna weigh that and see how much. I know it's not much there. Probably no more than 14 grain. It's hard to say. But that's one box of shells, and what have I shot out of that rifle? I've shot 12 times with a rifle brand new at this distance. One real difficult shot I pulled off. 300 yard plus shot back there. No problem. It's 204. Would not be scared to shoot at a groundhog this distance with a halfway decent rest. If I had my shooting rest out here, I could be punching holes right through the bullseye. I'm sure of it. That's all I've got. This is shooting range. You can't really see the targets from here, but we'll try to get some better equipment to video this way.